Hey, how you guys doing? Thought I'd just drop a little something again. Make sure you guys, or hope you guys are paying attention. Like I said, stop and think about everything that's going on. As of yesterday, 10 o'clock yesterday, 10 a.m., before I told you guys I was on admin leave, as of yesterday, 10 o'clock, uh, people on my job was recalled to come back to work. Now, I was on administrative leave, paid to be off because you self-identified as being at risk to this coronavirus. They gave you admin leave without pay. I mean, leave with pay until further notice. That changed because of the guidelines for the company that I work for or the institution that I work for. Okay. Now that it stands, it's turned into liberal leave where you have to use all your leave, your accrued annual leave, sick leave, whatever. If you feel like you are uncomfortable with being at work around people that may put you at risk or pose a risk for you catching this virus or whatever. Okay, now, like I've been sharing with you guys, pay attention to what's going on and think. Stop and think. There's a lot of people panicking and stuff like that. I went into work yesterday. I don't have any fear because I serve a higher power that's taking care of me. Okay, but think about the people that don't have a relationship or disbelieve the Bible or spiritual relationship, whatever you want to call it. People call it all kind of stuff and living in disbelief and all this kind of stuff. I just want to share with you some stuff that's going on to see if you guys are paying attention and to make you stop and think. Okay, first of all, I truly believe that it's not a time to come together. Jesus didn't come to this earth to bring people together. He came for division, dividing up who's his and who is not his. Okay, now they're talking about we're coming together and all this kind of stuff, but they telling you to stay 6 feet apart or social distancing. That don't make sense. At least not to me, the way my mind thinks. Okay, I also have a military mind, been in the military, knowing how these things work with the enemy and maneuvering. Okay, now, like I said, stop and think and pay attention. Okay, now, you notice in the news how Trump is doing everything he can to take the spotlight off of him and his cabinet, right? As far as placing the blame and all this kind of stuff. Notice how they keep pointing the finger at China, but they're not taking account for their own actions. He got rid of the cabinet that was in charge of the FEMA, that branch that keeps an eye out for stuff like this if it was to happen, that we'd be prepared. He dismantled those people and he cut the budget. You also got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. Okay, now, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, or share with you, is that pay attention. Okay, I'm not saying that this is happening, not saying that it's happening, but I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not saying that it's not true. All I'm saying is stop and think. Think for yourself. The public school system has pretty much brainwashed us into only believing what you can see and not what you don't see, right? Okay, now think about this. All this stuff that's going on, like I said, it wasn't, oh man. The part two, I told you, and part one, I alluded to, our people, meaning African American, black, whatever you want to call it, because all black people ain't the same and all white people ain't the same, as far as DNA. They make up different races. Okay, now, I posted. So far, no blacks have died from this stuff. Okay, no soon as I post that, a day or two later, they start showing pictures. They start showing pictures of people that have passed away from this virus. Okay, as of Sunday, there was in Chicago the first death, which is a African American female in her 60s. She's 60 plus, whatever. Now, like I said, just think. I'm not trying to tell you that this stuff is true or that it's a hoax, or I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is stop and think and pay attention to what's going on. Okay? Now, no sooner as I post that, they start showing pictures of people. Now, I told you, as soon as somebody black die, they gonna make sure you know that you're not immune to it. Okay? I'm not no psychic. I don't claim to be no prophet. I am what you call me. I am what you say. I don't, all I'm doing is what I know, what I'm being showed to share with my people and others. Because there's more than just black people that's going to be saved. Everybody's a child of God if you repent and call upon the name of Jesus. Okay? I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just, the simplest things is paying attention of what's going on. Think. Now that you know, according to the media, because they showed you the face of certain races of people that's being affected and dying, you're getting ready to face this mass vaccination. Because if you look at that map, the whole USA is red, meaning that there's cases, people infected, is taking effect in all 59 states, as well as around the world. They're making a big epidemic, global thing about this. So, in order to stop it, they're trying to separate people, put them in their houses, people being stopped. Okay, now, if you're truly trying to stop this, why are you causing people to come back into work? It's almost like you ain't got the virus, so we ain't gonna pay you to stay home, but you got to come back in and get the virus to get sick so you can go home, and then we'll pay you. I'm just saying, think about this, man. Think what's going on. Pay attention, okay? It just don't make sense. It don't make sense, okay? All right. Now, also, if you notice, like I say, we're here in Oklahoma, okay? If you notice the weather, I keep telling you, this virus keep changing, okay? In the hotter climates, you have less positive readings and less deaths. Okay, you do know that there's stuff that's sprayed in the sky, the chemtrails, got the aluminum, barium, all this other, these chemicals, like they're trying to block out the sun. Okay, they've been preparing for this for a long time. Okay, now, a lot of you probably thinking that don't believe the Bible and with this Kemet and this Egyptian stuff, you sit up here watching this stuff right before your eyes, and there's a lot of people sit up here talking about, oh, it ain't gonna never happen in our lifetime. They've been saying Jesus coming. They've been saying that all my life. Okay, but you seeing the stuff unfold before your eyes, but you still in denial and disbelief. If you fall into that category, I pray for you, as well as other people pray for you too, that you open your eyes and see what's really going on. Okay? Like I said, here shortly, you get ready to face this mass vaccination. Also, you got to understand these people that they put before you, like these famous people. You associate with these people because you see them in movies. They probably your favorite player on the team in the NBA, basketball, football. There's a lot of famous people that's going to be coming down with this stuff, and they're going to be saying they self-quarantine, and they're going to be missing from the public's eye. Okay? Now, you got to understand how Satan works, his tricks and his deception and stuff. Okay, for example, now I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying, all I'm saying is stop and think. If you yourself was a famous person and you was into some stuff behind the scenes with other famous people, and you didn't want the public to know about it, but people behind the scene was in this stuff with you, and it was your time it came up to disappear or show the public that you died, or I'm not saying it's a fake death. All I'm saying is think. If you want to disappear from the public's eye, but your image is still portrayed after in the movies, videos, and all that, they still making money on your image. Okay? You behind the scenes, living somewhere comfortably, out of the public's eye, because you're dead. Okay? I'm pretty sure they got a choice. You can either die with your name intact or your legacy intact. But they don't do that with a lot of black actors and stuff, like Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson, Prince, all these kind of people. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying, think. Think about a mass deception. These people that are on top, get this money, they're in a social status where they can afford to do pretty much anything they want to do in this world, according to man, because nobody's above the Most High. Okay, he allows them to do this stuff, basically to sell themselves short, because everybody got a choice. Everybody got a choice. Most of us, we were born into the families and the race, whatever you want to call it, for a reason. There's a reason why we are not on top. There's a reason why we're not in a social status as far as money and all this kind of stuff. Because that's just not who he wants us to be, and that's not who we are. Okay? According to this world. Okay? A lot of people going to have to pay for the stuff that's going on right now. And like I say, it's just unfolding right before your eyes. All you got to do is pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Think. Just think. Don't get caught up into this panic at what everybody else doing. Because it's going to be a food shortage. Okay? If you are shutting down the borders, nothing is coming in or going out, because the U.S. is the only country that imports things from other countries. Other countries only need certain things from the U.S., but we have to rely on other countries for a lot of our stuff. If you look at some of the fruit and vegetables and all this kind of stuff that you get from the store, if you can find them, look on that little sticker and see where it came from. Very few things that you see will say made in the U.S. or comes from the U.S., imported from the U.S. Most of the things that you see are imported from other countries. Okay? Other countries don't really rely on our stuff. If it's like internet, that's probably what we provide everybody with. Okay? But a lot of other people, they have their own source, or they connect into, depending on the monopoly and what they spend and their little piece of the pie that America is letting them have. Okay? All I'm saying is think. Think about what's really going on. Watch. Okay. Now I'm talking about this food shortage. Okay. Obama signed a executive order when he was in office, and I don't remember what it was, but it's in one of the videos that I posted on YouTube. I also posted it on Facebook. But a lot of people, if it's longer than 2-3 minutes, don't nobody want to look at it because everything is fast, quick, and in a hurry. But people want information, but they download it quick. They want this quick fix, but they won't sit there and listen to some real information that's going to benefit them. But anyway, Obama signed this executive order, and in that order, it was talking about FEMA, concentration camps, and all this kind of stuff. All that stuff still is in play when the next president come in. All the next president does is add to that by signing other executive orders. You got to understand how this works, man. They've been having their own bloodline in there, and they've been placed on top of us to keep us, oh, man. I don't want this to sound like a racial thing, but just pay attention to what's going on. It's not so much a racial thing because you got other races that are trapped in this too. It's about Satan's seed and the Most High seed. Let's put it like that. Okay, now, that executive order that he signed, it was talking about who was going to be rounded up first and how your own family member, even Jesus told you that in the Bible, that your enemy is going to be those of your own household. Okay? You want to break it down? Yeah, your household, your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your grandpa, whatever. Also the church, household. Okay? People in the church, all the stuff that you think your brother in Christ and all that kind of stuff. These people are going to be turning you in because they're going to be starving because it ain't going to be no food. It's going to be a food shortage, and they're going to pay these people in food to turn the people of Christ in. Okay? It's going to be like, what is it, the Thunderdome, Mad Max, whatever? Water was the most expensive thing. They was running around killing each other for this water, especially gasoline and all this kind of stuff. Their food was scarce. They were killing people for food because it was like gold to them. That's what's getting ready, and it's happening now. You see it unfolding before your eyes. That's all I'm saying. Okay, stop and think. Okay, don't pay so much attention to this being a white and black thing because we all in this together. Souls don't have a color. Okay, souls don't have a race. Okay, but I do know that the bloodline goes deeper than life and death. I know that for sure. Because the Bible even alludes to who is sitting on those thrones with the Most High, okay, in the courtroom, okay, in the judgment seats. I can go deeper and tell you who they are, but you need